Hello, and welcome to your yoga practice for stress and anxiety relief. Some helpful items for today's practice are a blanket or a pillow, as well as 2 yoga blocks or 2 thick books. I invite you to pause the video to collect these items and then have them within arm's reach throughout our practice. We begin our practice on the back. Slowly ease your back body onto the surface beneath you. Place the soles of your feet on your mat, with your feet stacked under your knees. For our first pose, you have 2 options. You can choose to walk your feet towards the long edges of your mat, toes turn out slightly, and then allow your knees to fall in and connect. This will offer some internal rotation for your hips. The second option is to bring the soles of your feet together and then allow your knees to fall apart, opening up like a book for some external rotation in the hips. So finding butterfly legs. You can place yoga blocks or thick books under each leg to offer support in this posture. Wherever you are, snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your back body to offer a gentle lift in your heart space, and tuck in your chin slightly. Slowly place your left hand on your heart, and then your right hand on your belly. When you feel ready, close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. As you breathe in, follow the flow of your breath, and breathe out. On your next inhalation, see if you can direct your breath towards your right hand and then to your left hand, filling your belly and then your chest with fresh oxygen. And then a slow breath out through your nose. Try this twice more on your own. All right. Allow your breath to return to a natural breathing pattern as you gently rock your head from side to side, massaging the back of your head and stretching the sides of your neck. Wonderful. Explore stillness. If you are in butterfly legs, I invite you to place your fingertips on the outer edges of your thighs and then draw your legs together. If your knees are touching, create some space between your legs. Allow your arms to rest at your sides as you melt your knees over towards one side, rolling onto your side. Use your bottom arm as a pillow for your head, and your top arm can rest wherever it feels most comfortable. Round through your spine, hugging your knees closer towards your chest. If you have a blanket or a pillow, I invite you to bring that item close to your heart and give it a gentle squeeze. Another option is to place a pillow or a folded blanket between your thighs. I invite you to close your eyes and connect to your breath. What emotions or thoughts are coming up for you right now? Deepen your breath as you go inward, listening with an open mind and heart. All right, when you feel ready, open your eyes and place your item to the side. Slowly press yourself up to a seat on your mat. Take a breath in here and breathe out. Now, slowly make your way to all fours. Take your time as there's no need to rush. Move at a pace that feels good for your mind and your body. You can choose to place a pillow or a folded blanket under your knees for extra support. Place your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees under your hip points. Rock your pelvis forward as you reach the crown of your head towards the front of your mat. Begin to tap out the tops of your feet. You can start slow and then gradually pick up the pace. Just have some fun with this movement. I now invite you to slow down this movement and take a quiet moment to notice how you feel. On your next breath in, drop your belly, open up through your heart, and look forward. Breathe out to tuck your tailbone under, round through your spine, and release your chin towards your chest. 2 more rounds. Breathe in to explore cow pose. Breathe out to round through your spine, cat pose. Breathe in, dropping your belly, looking forward, and then breathing out to round through your back body. On your next breath in, find a neutral spine. I now invite you to move your body in a way that feels good. This may include moving your torso in a circle, or swaying your hips from side to side, or maybe you move your hands over to one side, breathing into the stretch for the moment, and then walking your hands over towards the other side of your mat, exploring what feels good for another moment. All right, explore stillness in a tabletop position. I invite you to tuck your toes under and then sit back towards your heels, reaching your hands towards the top edge of your mat, spreading through your fingers. Direct your focus down at your mat as you tuck in your chin slightly to create length through the back of your neck. I invite you to notice where you feel the stretch taking place in your body, and then breathe into those areas for a few breath cycles. Slowly press yourself back up to all fours, walking your wrists underneath your shoulders. Step your right foot towards the back edge of your mat, followed by your left foot, high plank. Another option is to explore a half plank by lowering your knees to the ground. Press out of your foundation, hug your belly button and your low ribs in slightly to engage your abdominal wall. I invite you to say, "I got this." You can whisper this, say it out loud, yell it so that way your neighbors can hear you. I got this. Breathe in through your nose, and then breathe out to send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog, and start to pedal out your feet. Feel free to create some space between your hands by walking your hands towards the outer edges of your mat. I invite you to bring your awareness to all that's connected to the earth, supporting you in this inversion. Take a nourishing breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth with an audible exhale. Breathe in. Sigh it out through your mouth. Breathe in. And now let your breath go. Explore stillness in your downward facing dog. And now you can either step to the top of your mat, crisscross your feet to the top, or you can hop your way there. Tapping into a little playful energy. Whenever you arrive there, find a soft bend in your knees as you walk your feet wider than hip distance apart to offer a little more space in this forward fold. Place your right hand on your left elbow and your left hand on your right elbow as you sway from side to side. Sense how your feet keep you anchored and steady here. On each exhalation, imagine tension or stagnant energy washing off of your back body and onto the surface beneath you. Take a breath in here and breathe out. Explore stillness. Place your hands on your hips, root down through your feet, and then slowly rise up. Draw your elbows back in space to open up through your heart. Take 3 loving cycles of breath here, filling your belly and your lungs with air. Permission to close your eyes. All right. Open your eyes and release your hands to your sides. Kindly stand near the center of your mat. Place your feet underneath your hips, your toes point forward, and then find a soft bend in your knees. Root down through your right foot as you lift your left foot away from the ground. Your hands take hold of your left shin. Give your leg a little squeeze. Allow your left hand to take hold of your left ankle, and then open your left knee to the side, and then place the sole of your foot on the inside of your right calf muscle or your right inner thigh. Another option is to place your toes on the earth with your heel resting gently against your right ankle. I invite you to reach your hands towards the sky, taking up space, or you can place your hands on your hips, exploring a power pose. Wherever you are, we are here for 3 cycles of breath. Lovely. Release your left foot to the ground. Give both legs a shake. Shake it off. Let go. Release. All right. Root down through your left foot, pressing out of your foundation as you hug your right knee in towards your chest. Give your right leg a little squeeze, feeling that compression in your right hip crease. And when you are ready, I invite you to open your right knee to the side. Place the sole of your right foot against your left calf or your inner thigh. Toes can kiss the ground if that feels better. Hug your belly button and your low ribs in towards your spine to explore a deep connection to your center. Feel free to send your hands to the sky, or you can place your hands on your hips, drawing your elbows back in space. We are here for another 3 cycles of breath. Wonderful. Release your right foot to the ground and then give your legs a little shake once again. Balancing poses can help us remain in the present. Thoughts about the past and worries about the future tend to disappear when exploring balancing poses. All right, I invite you to explore stillness. We are going to explore a stress-busting movement together that integrates the breath. I will slowly guide you through the movement, and then you will be invited to pick up the tempo. Breathe in as you send your hands to the sky. Really reach up and overhead. Breathe out quickly through your mouth as you enter a forward fold, bending at your knees, sending your hands back in space. Breathe in through your nose to rise up and reach overhead, standing tall. Breathe out through your mouth as you enter your forward fold, sweeping your hands back in space. Breathe in to rise up and then start all over again. So I invite you to continue this movement, choosing a pace that feels good for you. And I invite you to explore what feels good for you on the breath out. Maybe it's a long sigh, perhaps a growl, maybe a loud exhale. And as you do this, I encourage you to visualize letting go of something that isn't useful to you at the moment. This could be a thought, a person that has upset you, a work stressor. Throw it all away for a few more rounds. Permission to take breaks at any point during this movement. All right, wherever you are in your flow, I invite you to stop in a forward fold. Root down through your feet, and then very slowly roll up through your spine. Eventually stacking your head over your heart and your heart over your pelvis. I invite you to place your hands on your heart and bow your head. Feel your heartbeat. Notice your feet on the ground. Follow the flow of your breath. And maybe say one kind thing to yourself. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this class. Return to it often to let go of stress and kindly share this practice with others. Take good care, my dear friend. An invitation to close our practice by saying, "Thank you, I am awesome," or "Namaste."